izana ikenoika
ngibona in energy shoots energy very as now mamandla la
It just tells how much gluten is there. It doesn't say anything about salt.
Hello everyone, my name is Lila Brooke and I am a registered dietitian. Today I'm going to be speaking to you about food labeling, how to understand food labels and what to look out for on a food label. So firstly, the most important thing you want to do when you pick up a box or a bottle of any food is to look at the first three ingredients on the label, because those first three ingredients will tell you what is in the highest quantity in that food. So for example, I've got a box of cornflakes here and the first three ingredients are corn, sugar, barley malt extract. So based on that, you can tell that those three ingredients are in the highest amount in cornflakes. So if you are, for example, trying to minimize your sugar intake, you can tell from that that sugar is one of the main components in the food. So there might be a cereal that you want to avoid and rather choose a different cereal that has a lower sugar content. So on that point, what is the most important thing to look at on a food label? It depends on your needs and what you are trying to achieve through your diet. So if you are looking to reduce your sugar intake, that would probably be what you would focus on. If you have problems with digestion and you need to increase your fiber intake, then fiber would be a priority for you. If you have high blood pressure and are trying to reduce your blood pressure, then you need to look at the salt content. If you are trying to follow a low-carb diet, the carbohydrates would be probably your most important component in your diet. A very useful fine print on a food label is the food allergen table or the food allergen listing. Very often on many foods, it will tell you what is actually the main allergens in the food. So on my trusty cornflakes box here, you'll see that it says that the allergens that it contains are gluten. So if you are someone who is gluten intolerant or has gluten allergy, then you would obviously avoid a food that contains gluten, and therefore that would be very relevant for you. So something else that I would like to mention that I think is very, very important and which a lot of people aren't aware of is the difference between low fat and reduced fat. So low fat, if we look at a dairy product, for example, a yogurt, in order to be considered low fat, it has to have 3 grams of fat or less per 100 grams. However, if something is reduced fat, what that means is it has 25% less fat than the original product. Another thing to be aware of is the fiber content. It's very, very important to make sure we get enough fiber in our diet. We ideally need about 25 to 35 grams of fiber per day for adults. So if you are trying to increase your fiber intake, you'd be better off having more of a bran-based cereal than a cornflakes, for example. So I hope that I've helped you a little bit to understand food labels a little bit better today. I hope that you found that useful, and I hope that you have a wonderful day.